Okay, we are getting ready to do the finishing touches on Nami. And if you remember earlier, what I was doing was I was actually showing you how to donate hair, and we cut all of her hair off. It was really, really long, and I love Nami in short hair. I think she always looks fantastic when we cut her hair off. Not that she doesn't look great with long hair, but look at this. I mean, she just looks fantastic. And from the amount of you jumping on right now, I'd say you've been waiting to see what we're doing. So one thing I always like to work with is the proportions. And to me, when I look at this shape, I feel like it's a little bit too long at the bottom. And if you remember, I was talking about I wanted to leave the edges until the end, because sometimes you just don't know, and if you cut them off at the beginning, many times it can be like, oh, I wish I would have left that. So I like to keep edges for the end. I'm happy with the way it looks around the ears, because sometimes she likes to tuck her hair behind her ears, gives a completely different look, and we also really liked those down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and make sure you guys can see this, so I'll back that up so she's above the words. I'm going to come in with my texturizers, and this is my, these are my 40-tooth texturizers, and they're blending scissors, so very much what you would use in barbering, or I use them a lot for freehand slicing, closing and moving through the hair to remove a good amount of hair. So as you can see, they have 40 teeth, and they're very sharp. It's the Japanese molybdenum steel. And I'm going to use them to actually take her cut a little bit shorter while keeping it soft. So coming in and making sure that I'm staying below the weight line that I've created, or the weight positioning that I've created, which is a little bit of a V section. And you'll be able to see that in the posts that I did. So there, and I do want to keep it soft, but we can show off her little star right here. And so I'm going to come in and just start using scissor over comb with my texturizers. So moving through and just working up. And they do remove a good amount of hair each time. I'm going to do one side and then wait and show you the difference between the two sides. So I do want to keep this softness right behind the ear, so I don't want to take that off. I'm going to just work this panel in the back, but elevating it when I cut. I'm not combing it down and then cutting that hair off, because that would give us more of a solid line. So lifting up, and you can even come in and just pull out a few of these pieces if you want to make sure that you're not taking them too short. So there we go. We can also stand to lighten up her hair just a little bit, because she has a massive, massive amount of hair. So coming through that elevation, and then working up to my weight line. So the teeth of my comb are pointed at my weight line. So they're actually tipping out. So I'm not changing the structure of my shape. I'm just reducing the volume and taking it a little bit shorter. So when I comb that down, I can see that it's sitting a little bit closer on this side. And then I'm also going to come in and start taking it just a little bit shorter down at the bottom. I want to leave this softness right on the edge, but I want to take some of this softness off. I want it to be a little bit stronger. Someone wants your hair because you have great hair. Okay, so I'm coming in and I'm working down instead of across, because I want to reduce that length, but I still want it to be slightly soft. So coming in and just opening, closing, working that edge. Okay, and I'm starting to like that shape a little bit better. It was a little bit too pointy and a little bit long on the bottom. So if you guys remember, I cut all of Nami's hair off. It was like down, it was long. I'll show you the ponytail in just a minute. So just coming through, now working into the center so I can take out a little bit more hair. Let's check the silhouette on that. So Nami, go ahead and put your head up. Maybe not quite that far. Okay, so you can see the difference between this side, and then let me show you the other side. I might have to move my camera. Hang on. Hello, everybody. I see you waving. Okay, so you can see the difference between look at the top and how far, sorry, let's go like this. If you look at the top of the hair, And the line from the top all the way down to the nape is quite a good distance. And then the other side, I'm gonna have to move my camera again. This is crazy. Maybe I just need to be further away. There we go. Okay, so you can see the difference. See how much better that is? This ratio from top to bottom is a lot more pleasing than the other side. Can you guys see that, the difference? So what I would normally do is I'm using the camera as a mirror right now, and I just go in and I just remove that, leave the edge soft, but pull that bottom up and tighten it up around her neck just a little bit. And I like that shape a lot better. So even looking at it from the back, you can see the difference on the two sides. Right here, see how this side is coming in a little bit tighter? This one is still a little bit bulky, so I'm going to go in and remove that. Once again, coming in, lifting up, so I'm elevating the comb above the hairline to keep softness. And then also going in and just pulling some of these pieces out right along that edge to make sure that we maintain a little bit of softness there. So coming in, you can see just how much hair she has. And these are my 41 tooth angel blades, and you can get them at seriousbeauty.com. And all my scissors are $4.99, so $499, and we do free shipping. So, and on these scissors, there is a 1-year warranty on the edge on the scissor, and then also a lifetime warranty on parts. Coming in. Like that. The 40 tooth texturizer is a great texturizer for scissor over comb and blending out the line. They take out, I wouldn't say half of the hair, but they take out probably a third, so that it's a good amount of hair. And you don't always want that, but in this instance, I really do. So, it's coming in. I feel like we have to have different tools to create the different looks that we want. You can't use the same knife for everything in the kitchen. You wouldn't use a paring knife to cut like a big roast. You wouldn't use a big butcher knife to do a very fine julienne on a carrot, So, or maybe that is what you use not a butcher knife, a chef's knife. But you wouldn't use, I think you guys get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to come down now. Instead of cutting this off, cutting it across, I'm going to work down into my shape. So working just down into that hairline. And then also a little bit into this bulk because I want it to tighten up just slightly. Then a little bit here. And her hairline gets a little wacky underneath. So I'm going to come underneath here and using my texturizers again just to keep it soft, remove just a little bit of that hair right where it wants to stick out. Okay, that's looking much better. You can see how that shape is just a little bit prettier. It tucks in a little bit tighter at the bottom. And then we've got all this fullness on top. And she can do so many different things with this. We were playing with it and we were like bringing it forward and creating like a real sleek feeling, tucking part of it back. She could wear it really close and small, or she can take it and tuck this back, really expand the sides up, the sides and the top up, and go into more of like a pompadour type of a style. So there's a lot of versatility. So I'm going to grab her ponytails, Nami, while you move your hair around a little bit how you normally would. And this is something I love to watch clients do, is move their own hair. How's it looking, Nami?
I like it. It feels so good. Feels really free.
She feels free because look at this.
I know.
This just came off of her.
It's like I lost 5 pounds.
You lost at least 5 pounds. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing Nami's finished look and the details at the very end. I've got dinner to go to, so I'm going to sign off. But I do see one more thing. I want to texturize this. This is me. This is Virgo in me right now, needing to like make sure everything's good. Make sure I've got my texturizers.
Thank you.
I want to remove just a little bit in through this bulk. these are just finishing touches, and I don't know about you, but I always see like one more thing that I have to take care of. So I just want that, kind of standing back and looking at it, because I like this length, but it was just a little bit too much. So there, let's take a look. Some crazy town texture going in there. Let's turn. Make sure the other side is balanced. I might want to take just a touch more out here too. So there we go. Okay, so there we have it. It's kind of wackadoodle. I've just been working through it. She likes it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining me. She's going to work on it a little bit more.
Great. Thanks.
Bye.
I love it.